A nice question where you need to determine one of the three variables of this density formula. So at the top, let's take a look at the question. It says density is this, has a mass. Oh no, they want to know what the mass is. And this must be the volume. 3.75 liters is our volume. And they want to know what the mass is. Okay, well, this part down here, that's got to be another question. So it looks like there are two questions here. Okay, so here's our formula. They tell us they know what the density is and we know what the volume is. So I'm looking for mass. Let's plug the numbers in. So density is 0.785 grams per milliliter is equal to the mass, I don't know, divided by the volume. Oh, now hold on here. This volume is in liters, but our density is in milliliters. We need to get those the same. So let's change this liters. So if you look on your chart, there's liters here, and then there's a couple of spaces, and then milliliters are here. So to get from liters to milliliters, I've got to go down 1, 2, 3 places. So if I move that decimal places, 1, 2, 3, it'd be 3750 milliliters. Okay, so the volume down here then is 3750 milliliters. Okay, so now to figure out what mass is, I need to get mass on a side by itself. So I'm going to take each side and multiply it by whatever this is on the bottom, because I have to get rid of this on the bottom. So I'll just rewrite the whole thing again. 0.785 grams per milliliter is equal to mass 3750 milliliters. So let me get the color here. I'm going to take this side and multiply it by 3750 milliliters, and I'll take this side and multiply it by 3750 milliliters. On the right side, this and this cancel, leaving me with only mass. That's what I want. And on the right side, I'll need to multiply those. Notice the milliliters cancel, leaving me with grams, which is the unit that I want for mass. Now I just have to multiply 3750 by 785. You see what you come up with for that. So it comes out to 2,943.75 grams. Let's check sig figs. In my question I have 3 there and 3 there, so I need to give 3 sig figs in my answer. So I would go 294. This number here is less than 5, so this 4 stays. But in order to give place value, I need to change that 3 to a 0. So it'd be 2940 grams. I shouldn't put a decimal at the end though, because, let me get rid of the decimal, because that'll give me an extra sig fig. Okay, so 2940 grams is what my mass is. Okay, that's how I would do the first question. Then the second question, they say what determine what volume 125 grams of isopropyl will occupy. Let me show you how to do that one too. So at the top here, let me grab this formula. Let's just do a copy and a paste. And let's bring that down here. Maybe I should have done it on a new page. This will work. Okay, so new question then. And then this time they say I have 125 grams of that would be my mass. So 125 grams. The density is the same because it's still isopropyl alcohol. So it's still 0.785. grams per milliliter. But in this question, they want to know what the volume is. So if they want to know what the volume is, I've got to do some formula manipulation. We didn't do this one in class, but I think it's worthwhile to try it. So if I want to know what the volume is, volume right now is in the denominator. I need to get it in the top. There's a couple ways you can do that. One of them is to treat it as if it was ratio proportion. So this is 0.785 grams in per 1 milliliter, 125 grams per volume. Now I can cross multiply and divide. So I could go 0.785 grams times volume is equal to this cross over here, 1 milliliter times 125 grams. Again, I want to get rid, I want volume on a side by itself, so I want to get rid of this. So I'll divide both sides by 0.785 grams and divide this side by 0.785 grams. The grams here cancel, grams there cancel. Well, that whole thing cancels. And so on the left, I'm left with volume, which is what I'm looking for. On the right, I'm going to have to divide those two numbers. The unit, though, that I'm going to wind up with is milliliters, which is what I want. Okay, so now on my calculator, I'll go that's 125. So 125 divided by 0.785 equals 159.235, etc. Sig figs, 3, 3. I need 3 sig figs, 159 milliliters. Okay, hopefully that helps you with that density question.